Mrs. Robinson's vital signs are stable.
And within normal limits, right?
Right, which is a big improvement from yesterday.
And what was the name of the medicine you prescribed?
Digoxin. I'm going to start her out on a small dosage and track her progress. The levels of the drug need to be monitored very closely in her system, otherwise it can become toxic.
Right.
Okay, good. All right, next up we have Mr. Kawaja. Let's see. Stay with him. I thought. No. I'm sorry.
What? Why?
Mr. Kawaja died last night. You know, no matter how many times it happens, I never get used to losing a patient. Especially someone as nice as him. Mr. Kawaja was an elderly man. He had been living with diabetes for a long time. He'd already lost a foot and had come close to death several times.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. But what his chart doesn't tell you is what a gem of a man he was. Now, every time I saw him, he told me a bad knock-knock joke that made me laugh every single time. And he said he wished that he had a granddaughter like me. I really thought that we were getting his latest issues under control. But the reality is that our treatments don't always work. And if you're going to become a doctor, you have to develop thick skin. You have to learn to live with loss. Excuse me. Shelley, since Mr. Kawaja died under our care, I need you to check and make sure that we follow the proper protocol for his treatment.
Right. I'll have it in your inbox by Friday.
Today.
So I guess it's all on you, the doctor, to make sure you did everything right by your patient.
Right. You have to make the tough decisions. And your decisions could make the difference between life and death. Mistakes are costly. I need to talk to this nurse about another patient. I'll be back.
Costly. Yeah.
Well, your lungs sound nice and clear. The steroid treatment seems to be working. How are you feeling?
Better. Breathing much easier.
Great.
So, Dr. Johnson, is this your son?
This is my stepson, Tripp. He's thinking about becoming a doctor.
Oh, that's wonderful. And my son just lost his job, and it's been rough. I've been trying to help out, working 2 jobs.
You know, Rebecca, I understand the need to want to do everything you can for your son. But you've been ill. And the most important thing is for you to take care of yourself right now, so you can be there for your son. Okay.
Miss Jared's all set?
Yes, she is. I think that she'll be discharged in the next couple days.
Glad she's on the mend. She seemed like a real nice lady.
She is. Very sweet. You know, Tripp, I just want to tell you that despite what happened earlier, this has been really lovely. I mean, not lovely, actually. It's meant a lot to me having you here. And I know that your dad is over the moon that we're getting to know each other.
Right, yeah, I know. It's meant a lot to me, too. You know, you being so willing to mentor me, help me find my way. Yeah, that sounded lame, didn't it? Like straight out of a Hallmark card or something.
No, I think it's sweet.
Well, I really am grateful.
So am I. For the company and the friendship.
So I guess I should be going, right? It's been like 4 hours.
I'm sure longer. Yes, you are dismissed. You can go.
Well, like I said, it's been great.
No, it's really been my pleasure.
I didn't get in the way too much, though, right?
In the way, didn't I just say that you... This was a pleasure, come on. You have the distinction of being our only child that has any interest in medicine. And just the fact that you would want to learn from me and maybe have a career as a doctor, well, it makes it all the more special for me.
I'm glad.
I mean, not that I mind that the other kids aren't destined for medicine. I mean, I'm sure that they will find their way, and I will be proud of anything that they do.
Of course.
But it would be really nice to have another doctor in the family. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, yeah, it might happen.
Well, I hope we do this again.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. See you later.
Is there any proof? I mean, Kayla doesn't seem like somebody who smothers people to death.
Yeah, that's because she's completely two-faced. Ava kidnapped Kayla and locked her away with no food and no water. You knew about that, right? Well, did you know that Ava told Steve the only way that she would let Kayla go was if he slept with her? Well, Steve hopped in her big bed and did his duty. But of course, when Kayla was finally free and everything was supposed to go back to normal, Ava sent her a private little porn movie.
So this film made Kayla commit murder?
Well, that and other stuff.
Like what?
They wound up getting into it in the park, hair pulling and punching each other. Then later, Ava snuck into Steve and Kayla's house and gave herself a morphine overdose.
Ava overdosed so she would frame Kayla for other...
Well, that's what Kayla's claiming, but, I mean, maybe Ava was telling the truth. Kayla said that she came home and found Ava blacked out with a needle still in her arm. And she was alive, so they rushed her to the hospital and she pulled through.
Well, if Kayla saved her, why would she hurt her?
Because your mom made a big scene at the hospital. She told everyone that Kayla was the one that gave her the overdose. She was saying, help me, save me, don't let her do it to me again. That kind of stuff. So, Kayla shut her up. Hey, got your text, what's going on?
Just got done doing rounds with the good doctor.
Oh, what fun. Did she put on an Oscar-worthy performance?
Of course she did. You know, it's like she's playing the big part of the big hero doctor, you know, always kind and compassionate, and her voice all soft, that sick, sweet little smile on her face. Hey, Mr. Whoever the hell you are, you know, you feeling okay, even though you're probably gonna die any minute now?
So I take it you didn't buy it.
Actually, I did. For like 5 minutes. Then I thought, man, she's just acting her ass off. You know, and it's all phony and fake, and God, it makes my skin crawl just thinking about it.
Yeah, I bet.
Because if she's so devoted to healing, how could she murder my mom in cold blood?
You know, Tripp, sometimes I think I don't tell you enough how bad I feel for you. Knowing your mom was murdered, and by the wife of your dad, no less. I mean, it's so tragic. I don't know how you can stand to even be around Kayla. Around any of them, really.
Oh, my dad's cool. And Joey. And I don't believe in guilt by association or whatever that expression is.
Yeah, me neither. But, I mean, I know how unbelievably painful this is for you. I just wish I could take some of that pain away.
Yeah, well, you can't.
You know, Tripp, you don't need to feel any guilt for this. All the anger and hatred you have towards that woman.
I don't feel guilty. You know, my mom is dead because of her. Why would I feel guilty?
I don't know, because sometimes maybe she can fool people into thinking that she cares.
She doesn't, okay? I'm not full. I've already told you that.
Okay. But if you ever are, even for a second, just remember how Kayla operates. She pulls you into her web with niceties and encouragement. But she'll pull the rug out from under you in a heartbeat if you don't fit into her world. Kayla Johnson is a cold-hearted bitch. Period.
And that pretty much sums her up. But, you know,
What?
it's not enough to just hate her. I'm going to take action. I'm going to do something about it.
So, what did you mean it's not enough to just hate Kayla? What are you gonna do about it?
I had a plan.
Oh, and you have my undivided attention.
So doing rounds earlier was very enlightening.
What do you mean, aside from the big disgusting act she puts on?
Right, side on that. There are these policies and protocols, medicating patients to make sure that the treatments are done according to the doctor's instructions.
Right, of course.
Well, even if the doctor does everything by the book, sometimes patients die.
Yeah? So,
This is the good part. When there's a death, the patient's file is reviewed.
what, you mean by other doctors?
Yeah. And by the big shots who run the hospital.
Okay. Go on.
All I have to do is get to said patient's file and alter it in such a way to make it look like Kayla made a mistake.
Oh. Okay, I like this.
But I'll have to start small first, change the name of the meds or the dosage here and there for the first few cases. Then I'll up my game. Then I'll make it where it looks like Kayla is the doctor of death.
I like the plan, but here's the problem. People like Kayla have everyone fooled. I mean, I just don't know if anyone's gonna believe that Kayla's just going around offing people right and left.
I'll admit that's a hurdle. I'll find a way to get over it. I'm gonna make people start to doubt her. In that final chart, I want to make it very clear that what Kayla does goes far beyond negligence.
You're not actually gonna kill any of your patients, right?
No. I could never take another person's life. Not like Kayla.
You know what? I have complete faith in you, Tripp. I mean it.
The thing is, I may never be able to prove that Kayla killed my mom. I'm gonna make damn sure that her career is over. She'll be ruined.
Well, I'm all in, so let's do this.
You wanna help?
Of course I do. I hate that Kayla killed your mom and got away with it. It makes me sick.
Yeah, me too.
No, it makes you more than sick. You don't have a mom because of that horrible woman. You lost the most important person in your life because of that murderer.
Yeah, you're right. It does a lot more than make me sick. It makes my head explode.
That's more like it. Now, you want my 2 cents? The most important thing is that we don't move too fast. We have to put this plan into motion slowly and carefully and make sure that nobody is onto us.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna bring down Kayla slowly, but surely. She's in for a big surprise.